What's going on YouTube? Kid Deadblow, you already know. Today I want to talk about joining a coding bootcamp. When do you know when it's time to join a coding bootcamp? This is when you know. You know when you've done the dabbling in on code and you notice you're interested. You've done a little bit here, a little coding there. Not really 100% sticking with it, but you know you're interested and you find yourself just kind of nickel and diming, but the consistency falls flat for the simple fact there's too much information out there. So all this information is here, there, and it's very hard to construct a smooth layout on what you need to learn and when you need to know it. If that's the case, it is time for a boot camp. But this is what you need to consider so that you don't ruin your bootcamp experience. The first way to really sabotage your bootcamp experience is if you, almost said bootstrap, if you go in with the mindset of, man, when I complete this, I'm gonna work for Google. That's not gonna happen. I need you to understand the purpose of a bootcamp. First of all, go back to what I said earlier when I talked about all of this stuff you gotta learn, and it's going from here to there, and it makes it very scattery, and you really don't really hone in on any main subject, and you just kind of spinning your wheels, if you will. A boot camp takes care of that. A boot camp narrows you down to specific tools and skills that you'll need to have you employable as soon as possible. After you complete a boot camp, I say within about a few months or so is when you can get a turnaround. Some maybe even sooner. I mean, you had that leverage when you're in a boot camp, but you're getting the structure, you're getting the narrow path to go down so that you actually get landed into or placed in with skills and things that makes you ready to go right away. Now, does it guarantee employment? It does not. It does not guarantee employment. God almighty. Another way to sabotage yourself is to not set aside time to get the work done. Right when you start a boot camp, there's no time wasted. You're setting up your dev environment, you're learning cool new tools and things, and then you're starting to learn some simple syntax. You have no time to spare. Like, you have to, if you even have a 9 to 5, day shift, night shift, mid shift, whatever it is, during your downtime, during that time when you're not working your main source, you have to spend that time learning some code. You have to do the work. If you're not doing any work, nothing gets done. This will go back to the other video when I said about 20 minutes a day and all that stuff. We're in a boot camp now. So now you're gonna have to dedicate a couple of hours to get things done to stay on track. Another way to sabotage yourself is to not allow yourself to struggle and to work through the process, to problem solve, to figure things out. That's all a part of the process. You have to struggle a bit to finally reach that resolve. Sometimes you may not even reach it. That's when you reach out for help. So that's when you exercise the 20-minute rule. It's 20 minutes for a reason. Because about the time you get to that 20 minutes and you cap past that, you're gonna probably smash your monitor or tap that new MacBook Pro you just got. Not a good idea. Make sure you're exercising that 20-minute rule. Work through it. You have to learn how to strain a little bit and learn how to do a little bit of digging, a little bit of researching to resolve the problem. At least give it your best effort. Once you give it your best effort and there's nothing else you can do, that's when you reach out for help. Another one to really wreck your experience, understand now, you're paying to go to a boot camp. You're not doing somebody a favor going to boot camp. This is a life decision you decided to make. This is money you worked hard for, or however you got it, to pay and invest in your future, for you to have a life change. So with that being said, the whole experience kind of really primarily falls on you. Not the instructor, not the material, all about what you're doing, your work ethic. Meaning, it's okay to copy and paste certain aspects of what work needs to be done for your workshops or your activities in boot camps. Now here's the thing, it's when you copy and paste and sell it for your own, and then you don't even understand what it is. Think about this. You're submitting the work just to say you got it done, just to get a certificate, just to say you completed something. You do know you're gonna have to show these skills. You're gonna have to show them you know what you're doing. So what's the point in doing something like that? Not a good idea. Some more issues with your bootcamp experience would be if you don't reach out to your cohorts. You have teammates who are in the same hole probably. They're probably stuck on the same thing. Two brains are better than one most of the time. So you can try to get their help or reach out to your instructor. They're paid to help you. They signed up to join the bootcamp to help people like you, right? Don't think you're doing them any favors when you're not bothering them. That's their job, okay? Your job as a student is you paid for it, is to maximize your experience. The job of the instructor is to help you maximize that experience in any way that they can. Now, these are some strainers when you get towards the end of a particular course or part of the program. It's when you don't immediately start applying these skills you learn into placing it into a personal project, some type of project for your portfolio. When you gain these skills early in the game, they diminish quickly if they're not being put to good use. You want to make sure you're exercising all opportunities to make sure you're putting that hard work into a project. The more reps, the more things you start to piece together, the more it sticks permanently. Not for real, permanently. It'll work, seriously.
It works.
Also, not continuing your learning process. That's when you're not diving deeper into some content. Because again, boot camps, you kind of dabble through some things, all right? So there are some intricate pieces that are missing a deeper level of understanding. That's your job as you go through the bootcamp courses, and then when you get upon completion or even close to completion or any gap time is when you go in for deeper learning. So when you're not applying that or making use of that time to find a deeper understanding of some intricate pieces that are quickly washed across, you're gonna lose out. You're not gonna develop the solid structure that you need, the solid foundation that you need. Again, the bootcamp is designed to narrow down your space and expose you to some important things that are gonna get you hired right away. But at the same time, it's gonna end up, in that case, dabbling through some things that are very important. And you're gonna have to be very curious. That's your job anyway. Any team you join, you're gonna need a curious mind. Keep that in mind. No pun intended. And then, once you've completed it with all this hard work, got your certificate, you put in the work, you're showing everybody, all your friends who probably don't even care because they don't know what code is, and you're showing everybody all this awesome stuff, and now it's time to roll up the sleeves and start looking for employment. So now you figure, I got a certificate, I just wave this around, this will totally work. And you take it upon yourself to do it. And you're not taking advantage of the career services of the boot camp you attend. That's your final downfall of the entire experience. You need leverage. You have the certificate. You have a community of developers and instructors, and you have their name, in most cases, that works with leveraging you to get employment. Take advantage of your career services. You have them, you paid for them, it's lifelong, all right? Understand this, you're gonna see in boot camps or hear in boot camps, they have these extremely high rates of employment. Understand how this works. It's no secret that in boot camps, when you haven't found a job, they help you, they extend out, and then they give you a job to be an instructor. Now, this is not a bad thing, because I know of a ton of instructors who had to go this route and they found employment immediately after. Because guess what? I can't think of anything better than to have a developer who knows how to develop fairly well, and they can also teach somebody how to develop. So it's not a bad thing. Just understand though, that's what kind of helped those high increased stats for every boot camp, guys. It's for every boot camp. For every boot camp, as far as the graduation rate and employment rate, they're gonna make sure you get some work. You should take advantage of it any way you get it. All right, guys, I do totally hope that helped. I just wanted to kind of put that out there because I'm starting to feel this thing in the atmosphere. A lot of people are starting to get back on to some more boot camps and experience some things, and they just don't know which one to attend and what to look for, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So if you need help with that, reach out to me, guys. Comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, guys. It totally helps the channel out. I have a ton of you who are not subscribed, I should have that probably like literally over my face right now. My subscription percentage. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you love this material, okay? Also, hit me up Twitter. DM me on Twitter, Instagram if you need any help with the process of getting prepared for boot camp. If you want to just learn and just know some things before you get into one, sure, I'm here for that. Until next time, folks, keep coding.